Yes, people, welcome back to the EFL show. I'm joined by Charlie. Some breaking news. The EFL show have terminated Aaron Chandler's contract due to calling Plymouth Argyle Plymouth. So he won't be here for the foreseeable future. In fact, he is here to say his goodbyes. Any final words?
I'm not leaving. Fuck you all.
Yeah, you are.
Unfortunately, when Aaron was asked, does anyone want the StreamYard link or the login, he said no, which means I have the ultimate power here. The ultimate power. Liam says, just watch your stream back now, and tough groups for all English sides. United have the easiest group going, mate. They fucking do not. Have you seen United
are in the mud, Europa League 2, an underrated Italian team that could do their shit over, and young boys who they barely beat a couple of years back under Mourinho.
Mate, United will
finish. Mark my words, if Oli doesn't start Varane and Sancho in all those games, he will finish third in the group.
Evening, captain. Magic Gomez said, good evening.
Here he is. He's still a free.
Yuri says Aaron is Baldwin out, by the way.
No, I'm
nice.
No, I'm not. I'm going Baldwin in.
So Aaron is Baldwin out. Right? He's Baldwin out. Stoke City. He says, apparently Yuri says you're Baldwin out. It's been a nice one, Aaron, but goodbye, mate. Charlene afraid. Villarreal out. Atlanta Young Boys, all great sides. Yeah, you're screwed. You are screwed.
Mate, United are properly in the mud, honestly.
So is City, though. They've got PSG and Leipzig to
Mate, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because do you know who's signing for him? See,
Ronaldo.
Yeah, he's gonna need extra security, isn't he?
He's sound, mate. Yeah. Although if it does happen, mate, he's gonna have to have like 10 bodyguards outside his house at all times.
I'm hearing from a good transfer journalist, from one of the biggest transfer journalists, that Ronaldo's agreement to Man City is nearly there. It's almost there. They're just waiting on a few final details, and it'll be signed and sealed and delivered.
Yeah, but I thought City. It
would be so funny.
I thought City didn't want to pay £30 million.
I'm hearing from a European transfer journalist, one of the biggest in the industry in the last half an hour, that all is nearly done.
Yeah, because they need a striker, and they're not linked with anyone else. Mate, what a signing! It'd just be so funny, like Indiana, Johnny, all them people,
Terry
as well.
Although apparently,
if you're watching this, Terry and KJ, I want to see you pop up in my DMs and share your thoughts on this.
I definitely think Terry Fleurs is watching the EFL show, mate.
I know it's because he follows me on Twitter, so I'm like, big up Terry and KJ, by the way. But I want to see you guys.
So because they follow you on Twitter means they watch the EFL show.
They might pop against it now and then.
Yeah, don't worry. Terry Flowers is a secret gas head. It's all right.
I'm a United fan, and I don't mind that Ronaldo goes City unless he rip RIP like Fergie, like Tevez. Kenny says Ronaldo has been offered to United.
You wish, mate.
I reckon he has been offered, but I just don't think Ollie will get him. What's the point?
I was just about to say, Kenny is right. He has been offered to United, but City are the ones that are almost completing the deal.
Why would Ronaldo want to play under a shit manager like Ollie when he can go and play under Pep?
If United did offer Ronaldo a contract, he would go there every minute of the day because it's United for him.
Would he though?
Yeah, he would. He has that love for United, and I mean Fergie's still there, so I mean just one for him. It's just one. It's just one. It's just contract. Yeah, it's just one. And United would give him a big contract as well. And Fergie, all it takes is one Fergie from Daddy, one phone call from Fergie to Ronaldo, and Ronaldo's like, "Yes, Dad, I'm on my way." Like literally, that's all the relationship. I don't see it happening though because they've got Greenwood, Cavani. I just don't see him getting a striker.
Martial as well. Don't forget Martial.
I'm not offering. If Ronaldo's going to United, it's bye Martial. If Ronaldo's going to City, they will sell no one apart from Ronaldo Silva.
Onto the EFL show. But Carabao Cup, obviously Argyle first, lost 4-1 to Swansea. On to Stoke versus Doncaster. Stoke won 2-0. Aaron, your thoughts on this game?
You know what? Like I said in my review individually on my channel, despite, I'm glad that we only conceded 2, but what I will say is I'm proud of the lads for that game. Really proud of the lads, because what we did was we had moments in the game, and no one predicted we'd have any moments in the game. But in moments during the game, we had spells where we played the exciting possession attacking football that we wanted to play this season, and we wanted to drill into that squad. And what we did was we had a few good chances. Stoke dominated us, not denying that. Stoke dominated us as they're expected to. But what we did was we stood toe-to-toe with them. We said, you know what? We're not going to back down under pressure. We're going to have a try ourselves. And again, I take positives out of this game going into Rotherham on Saturday in the league. I take so many positives from this game. I think that the first goal from Stoke was slight. And you know what? This might be weird to say. You're probably saying, nah, you're lying, bro. But Stoke's first goal, even the commentators said it, was slightly, teeny tiny bit against the run of play, because at that point, we were the better team and we were hanging on.
Yeah, but that's what happens, though, isn't it? When
hold on. How can you be the better?
All this play?
Can you be the better team and hanging on? How can you be the better team and hanging on?
Because we had the better play and we had more of the ball at that point when the goal came in.
What for the last 2 minutes or?
Well, for the last sort of, I guess, 5-10 minutes spell. I guess we were sort of the better team in that 10-minute spell, and it sort of game against the run of play, kind of. The second goal was a brilliant goal from Surridge. On the first goal, by the way, just to quickly mention, the defenders, yes, should have been quicker with the marking, but you couldn't really do much about that goalkeeper-wise. I know people say Jones should have shaved that. He shouldn't have saved that. It was a good goal. Second goal, Surridge belted that at the start of the second half, 2-3 minutes into the second half. That was a quick goal, took us by surprise. And what we did was we didn't cave in. And you notice this after the first goal as well. We didn't cave in after both goals. We just went for it and we got our own chances going off. So
how many shots did you have in the game?
Let me double check. We didn't have that many, but what we did was we were having clinical chances with the shots that we had. It wasn't about how many we had; it was about the clinicalness of the chances. And we did put a couple of
but you want clinical though. Goal. Yeah, but you want clinical though. That's the thing.
No. We weren't as clinical.
So I've got the stats here. So you had 3 shots, 1 on target. Explain to me the clinicalness of those chances.
3 shots, 1 on target.
Hang on.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I thought you were saying it and probably predicted 3-0. So I'm just glad we had a shot on target in the first place.
Don't move away from the question. You had 3 shots, 1 on target. Where was the clinicalness?
The clinicalness, just to give you a bit of
was nowhere, basically. That's why they only had one shot on target. Only 1 shot on target against Stoke's second team. Even though, fair play, Donny had a few players out injured. But one question, how the hell did you let Tom Ince score? Tom Ince, I mean, fair enough.
That is one thing.
But now he's like dead food, mate.
Well, and I think he was playing at right wing back at the start as well. So it was like, that's the weakness spot. That's the weak point, especially with Carl Noel down the right-hand side. That was the weak point that we should be going at. That was the weakness. That was the square pegs, round holes we should have been going at. But also, can I just say as well, we had less long balls. We made less long balls than league games. We had 28 out of 61. We made 440 passes. 357 out of 440 were accurate passes. So that's 81%.
Yeah, but that don't matter though, because you lost the game 2-0 and there isn't
really. But what I'm saying,
it doesn't matter how many passes you got. Like look at MK Dons last season. They had the most possession in the EFL. Where did they finish?
No. Let me finish. The reason why I brought that up is because we are playing the exciting possession football, the exciting attacking possession football that we want to play. And also, can I just say as well, we won 32 aerial duels. They won 26. It proves that we are being a bit more attack-minded, even against bigger teams. We might not have got the result we wanted. We may not have had a lot of shots.
No,
but I'm glad.
Yeah, but Stoke didn't probably care though because they had their weak team on. I mean, they're not going to try and smash you or anything.
Can I just say that as well for Stoke? They had 15 shots, only 6 of them were on target. We got more clinicalness than Stoke City in that game. Not in terms of quantity.
What are you on about clinicalness? Not 3 shots, 1 on target, and they had 15 shots. What are you saying?
Hang on.
There's no clinicalness.
Not in terms of quantity, but with what you've done out of what you've had to work with.
You're making no sense.
You're literally making no sense. One quick question though. There is one of your ex-players in the comments. You should sign him back.
No. We got rid of him for a reason. And
really? What? Considering he was your top goal scorer last year,
was he?
I'm pretty sure he was.
You said Charles, yeah, we were also playing defenders. Yeah, that would have been defenders.
There were some midfielders as well.
Still, you make absolutely no sense. I mean, you're just digging the muddy hole even more.
No. What? I'm just proud of what the team's done with what we've had to work with, especially with the injuries we've had as well. Cameron John's injured as well now, thanks to Stoke City. He went hobbling off injured in the 13th minute. And the original plan was to play Noyle and Seaman for 45 minutes each. We had to bring Seaman on earlier than expected. So we had to really alter those plans as well. And also big up to Ethan Harrison, the 16-year-old making his debut for the last 10 minutes. He looked up for it. As soon as he came on the pitch, he looked up for it. So he could be a nice future prospect to work through the academy. So we'll see what happens with him. But I think he could be a serious talent with the way he works. I think he's a tireless working striker. Can't say it, striker. And again,
mate, start him on Saturday. Go on. Start him on Saturday.
No, I think we're starting Chakir. It sounds like Chakir's fit, but we'll go on about Donny News probably after the cup games. But like Ethan Harrison is a striker. Omar Bogle is a striker. The fact we are starting Harrison on the bench over Bogle confirms our stance on Bogle. He is no longer welcome at this club, and I think everyone admits that.
Wow.
And
look,
that's actually no. I want to go in on this one just quickly. That is arguably one of the most disgraceful comments I've ever heard. Now, I didn't like Willington, but I was willing to give him until the end of his contract. Right? At no point last season did I say get out my club now. I said get out.
Yeah,
but it was even at the end of his contract. That is absolutely disgraceful to even say that.
Hang on.
No, Aaron, there's no context. There's no context. I mean, it's crazy though, because in your other videos and after he missed a penalty, you said, "Oh, don't go at Bogle. He's gonna come good." Any fans, booing or being, saying stuff about him, is unacceptable. Then you've just come out on a different channel and said, "Get out of my club."
No, I need to explain it. The reason why is because I believe that, one, it's better for all parties if Bogle moves on for the better of his career, because I do want him to recover his career, but I don't think Rovers has been the right fit for him. So I want to see him move on for the better of his career.
That is not what you said, though.
Hang on. And secondly, I feel like we can get a much more consistent goal threat if we allow Bogle to move on. But at the minute,
that is not what you said, though.
However, at the moment, he's not moving on. He's staying with us. So what I will say on the
you've just said that he's not welcome at your club.
Yeah, I think the manager's made that clear. The club's made that clear. Some of the fans have made that clear. Definitely.
So the club and the fans are trying to bully a player out of the club. That's
what the situation is.
You'd never get.
That is a disgrace.
That is disgusting.
Basic. I wouldn't say the manager's bullying him out. I would say that he's trying to improve.
Really? Well,
really?
After what you said, the other day about Wellens, calling him out and stuff like that. What, you don't think the manager's trying to get him out as well?
No. I feel like what I would say
even your own fans were asking to mute you now.
Yeah, because they're Bogle out fans. Me personally, I want to see Bogle do better for his career, and I don't think that's a Rovers.
They may well be. They may well be, Bogle out fans, but I don't think I've heard Yuri say he's not welcome at his club.
No. I'm not saying he is, but there'll be some Bogle out fans that will be disagreeing with me. But what I will say is, in addition to this, and again, this falls under what's going on in the club.
So you don't back your own players while say at your club.
No, I will back my players 100% for 90 minutes.
Hold on, no, you didn't. No, you don't, because you've just said
part of that comment from Yuri. Part of that comment from Yuri.
How is the manager not bullying him out? You just said Bogle out, Sean.
Because I think that's better for his career. And the reason why the manager's not bullying him out is because the manager is doing what he thinks is the best long-term approach for the club. Right. But if that means freaking Bogle out for a football reason, then that's fair enough.
Has Bogle said that he doesn't want to leave?
We've not heard from Bogle apart from doing rap songs.
Right, so has Bogle said, did Bogle reject a contract from another club?
He rejected the two offers that are on the table. There could be more offers on the table before the end of the window.
So he's rejected contracts, which means he obviously wants to stay.
No.
So the manager is continuing to slag him off in the press.
Not slagging him off. He just doesn't know why he's staying.
Well, no.
But that's what you said the other day. He was slagging off Aaron.
The manager is slagging him off in the press, saying that he doesn't want him. He's according to Yuri, the manager is making him train on his own.
Now, I didn't know that.
And said he needs to leave. That is absolutely disgusting behaviour from any manager. Ryan Lowe had so many issues with our centre-backs last year. He got rid of them all. But not once did he ever go into a press conference and chat shit about them or make them train on their own. He was the utmost professional. What we are hearing now is that Richie Wellens is nothing but a bully and that he is a disgraceful manager. Richie Wellens is not only a disgraceful manager, he is also a disgraceful human.
I didn't know that bit about him being forced to train on his own. If that's true, in my personal opinion, I agree with you. That is disgraceful. I feel like that's just completely freezing him out.
What you said the other day. You said that on the other stream we had on Monday.
Which what about?
That you knew about that Bogle was being asked to train on his own with the under-23s.
No, I didn't know about training on his own. I heard whispers. I heard whispers that he could be training with the youth, but I didn't know anything about him training on his own. No way. And if
but that basically means on his own because he's being shoved out of the first team picture and the training.
That is the second player that Richie Wellens has made train on his own.
Second? What? Who's the first? Is that Ed Williams? Wow. Because he publicly said that Ed Williams is a player that he wants gone as well. So I'm guessing Ed Williams is the other
Your
one.
manager is an utter Do you know what? I absolutely hate your manager.
And you know what? He said in the press, I think today or yesterday, with the CEO and the chairman, he feels comfortable in his job at the moment.
Does he really?
He said he feels comfortable.
So he's one goal in the league. One goal in the league.
The fans that want the board out, they say, their reason behind wanting the board to go is, they're not ambitious, this, that, and the other.
Andy Butler is
Andy Butler basically went to go and be set piece coach at Peterborough. So, I didn't know about Butler being trained on his own. No way. But basically, he's come out and said the CEO and the chairman make me feel comfortable. Fans that are against the board have said that the board have got no ambition. They're happy to be a mid-table League One club, and they're just happy to settle for mid-table or below. Now, if you match what Richie said, that he feels comfortable with the CEO and the chairman, and what the Baldwin Out Brigade are saying, the small batch of fans who are the Baldwin Out Brigade, do you think that those Baldwin Out fans, and take away all the banter, take away all the rivalries, take away banter in Doncaster Rovers just because it's me? Honestly, do you believe that you put two and two together and think maybe the Baldwin Out Brigade are right? What do you think?
No, I think your manager is a disgrace. He's comfortable. No, I don't really care if people are Baldwin Out. I frankly couldn't give less of a shit.
So I was going to mention something about this game after this point.
In terms of your manager, he is that comfortable that he's now comfortable enough to bully the players. That is absolutely abhorrent. That is disgusting. And to be frankly honest,
it sounds even worse than Barton, and that's saying something. I mean,
to be frankly
even
honest,
Barton didn't.
You cannot like certain players. Like Ryan Lowe released our entire defence. I'm pretty sure I can get an inkling that he wasn't freaking happy. I'm guessing at his centre backs, but not once. And he did come out after Gillingham, and he was fuming, and he said that look, that is not acceptable. The defence. He sort of went the defence. He didn't name players. He didn't bully players. I mean, he might as well just smack Bogle in the face now. That's what he might as well do. He might as well just publicly punch him in the face because that's all he's doing. Your manager is an absolute.
Yeah, it's just a shambles.
Yeah.
Now I've got to say,
and the thing is, he's how many games is he in? 5 games. And he's already, first of all, he's already making excuses. He's already calling players out. Even Barton, he called one player out, but he didn't say, "Oh yeah, go and train on your own." Or,
I just want to add, I didn't know
even
about
worse than
training
Barton, and that's saying something.
And there was whispers of training with them 23s, but I had no idea that there was information out there that he's training on his own. I don't agree with that. Let's put that right. I don't agree with that. And you guys know I don't agree with that. You guys know I don't agree with that, training on their own. I don't think that's fair. You know, there might not be one.
You have sort of just said he's not welcome at your club, so I don't.
No. I said that Bogle moving on would be better for him.
No. That is not what you said. You said your exact words were he's not welcome at this club.
Yeah, let's just move on because Donny are a shambles.
No, finally, what I heard from the game.
Otherwise, you're going to be here all night.
I was listening to BBC Radio Show. Well, I was on BBC Radio Sheffield after the match, and they heard chants in the away end of Baldwin out. Now I don't know how true that is.
It doesn't matter. Your club is just a bullying club, and
he's starting to feel a bit negative at the moment.
All I'll say, and I'll end it now. Right, Doncaster Rovers. All I'll say is Doncaster Rovers are not a family-friendly club. They're not a friendly club at all. They're currently run by a bully who feels the need to bully his players. And now we move on.
I'm hoping there's positives on Saturday.
There is no positives for a club that bullies their own players. And
we've got injuries, haven't we? We're injured.
It doesn't matter if you have injuries or not. That doesn't mean you can bully players.
Let's see if Bogle Beach on Saturday or not.
No, we all right. As I say, Doncaster Rovers is not a friendly club. It's not a family-friendly club as well.
I'd be surprised if he does Beach on Saturday.
And now we'll move on because I don't want to talk about that bullying club anymore. I don't want to talk about bullies anymore. It's absolutely abhorrent. Morecambe lost 4-2 to Preston.
We'll got this from.
So Preston, having a fairly decent performance against Morecambe. Obviously, we'll just run through these really because they were just Carabao Cups. Barrow lost 6-0 to Villa. Absolutely brutal. It was brutal. And the last one, obviously, was Brentford versus Forest Green Rovers, which Charlie did get spot on. So congratulations to Charlie.
Are we adding those scores to the prediction table?
Of course we are.
Positive that Yuri is well in to be out. Love it. Love it. So yes, the table is here. So Charlie has extended his lead at the top of the table. It is now 6. It is now 6 points difference there. I have closed the gap on Aaron. I am now only 5 points behind. So it is getting
first. Where have I got to? This is like Donny last season. We were at the top and then we fell to the bottom in a quick succession.
Yeah, it looks like the Donny and Morecambe fan could be heading his way down to the bottom.
We're not Morecambe.
You are.
Yeah, you are.
To be fair, they have more friendly.
Don't stress me out.
To be fair, Morecambe are a more family-friendly club, so I would probably support Morecambe more than Doncaster.
Ronnie, I swear to God, Doncaster Rovers, give me some positives on Saturday against Rotherham. If anything, give me a draw. Give me a fucking draw.
Do you know what? I won't go at Doncaster much if their manager wasn't bullying his players.
Give me a draw. Give me some positive.
Oh no, I don't think that a club with bullies in should get positives. I hope Rotherham absolutely rail you. But next up, obviously, is League One. So we'll get back into the proper league business, shall we? First up, Argyle. Well, we can do that when we're talking about our clubs, can't we?
Yeah.
Who is FBI? Who is that? FBI?
He was on the Champions League draw stream. He was trying to rip
it's probably one of my chat. But yes, obviously, Argyle are facing Fleetwood Town. Should be a good game. Obviously, back with the home fans after 2 away games. Obviously, one in the league, one in the cup. Should be an interesting game. I think we've brought George Cooper's now made 2 appearances, made an appearance off the bench, which is really good. So hopefully that will be more positive for us in terms of him coming back. I'm not sure what Danny Mayer is or what's going on with him at the moment, but Ryan Broom is stepping in very nicely at this precise moment. So yeah, should be a good game. Reece Shirley getting his first goal in his professional career against Swansea. So congratulations to Reece Shirley. Hopefully he can, carry on a little bit. And if he is given a chance, get a couple of goals under his belt. It could be another Luke Jeffcott. You never know. Obviously with Luke, we never really expected him to get goals in the league when he came back from Truro. And look, if Reece could maybe bag a couple of goals in the next couple of games for Argyle when he's played, then look, it'll be really good. But Fleetwood, they're also, I think they're struggling, aren't they? If I remember correctly, or if they had mixed.
Yeah, they got their first win of the league last week during a good comeback win against Cheltenham.
Yes, they've lost they've lost to Pompey, Lincoln, Sheffield Wednesday. So they haven't had the easiest of starts. But it is at home park. Obviously, I'm going to back the boys for this one. I'm going to go 2-0 Argyle. So I'm going to go 2-0 for Argyle. Charlie, what about you?
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Argyle.
2-1. And what about you, Aaron?
I think Plymouth's going to dominate this. Fleetwood haven't been in the best of form. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Plymouth win.
3-0.
I'm not saying that to be back in your good books now after all that Donny conversation.
Wait, what's that?
Max was the FBI, apparently.
Right.
He's part of the FBI. Love it. But next up is obviously Rotherham versus the unfriendly Doncaster. Aaron, any news?
Well, obviously there was a bit of injury concern going into today, and then we had a bit of a clear up of it in the last, I'd say, half an hour. So Galbraith and Chakir should be fit for the match.
You've done the injury update already.
I forgot. In terms of other news in general, not really. I'm probably going to have to watch the press conference at some point afterwards, but not from what I've heard. No, in terms of transfer business, we haven't been linked to anyone or rumored to anyone, so I don't know if we're going to sign anyone much. We've still got the 2 free loans. I know that Liam Hone from the Free Press said today one of them is from a Premier League club. I mean, I'm guessing that'll probably be someone like a Chelsea or an Aston Villa, something like that. So we'll see what happens with that. But apart from the 2 free loans, nothing really happening. Obviously, Bogle, there's still the situation on Bogle still as it is. It seems like he wants the payoff or not, depending if he wants the payoff or not from the club. It seems like he's staying no matter what, unless there's a big offer on the table, like a Salford or something like that, or a club that wants to pay the money that Bogle wants. If not, then he's staying till at least January. And then he'll probably walk for free in the summer if he doesn't leave in the January window. So I think
just one question. He is not leaving, because why would someone get him if he's got like 1 or 2 goals in the last year?
It depends. It depends what club wants to pay the wages he wants, which is probably a couple of. He's on 2 or 3K already at Rovers. I think there was rumours and reports from different sources that he wants about 5K. So whoever's stupid enough to pay that, then fair dues. But I think he's not. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no one's gonna. I think it'll be 2 free loans. It'll be 2 free loans and that's it for the rest of the window. I think it'll be 2 free loans and that's it for the window.
So Donny are in the mud then.
Well, look, let's see how those 2 free loans work out in terms of depth and see how they work in terms of signings, because the 2 free loans can end up being wonderful players anyway. So I know there's a bit of reports in Conor McBride from Blackburn Rovers. There was, last week. So we'll see if we're interested in him, if we bring him in or not. I mean, that would be a decent player, to be fair. I think he's a decent player in my opinion. So I'd like McBride. But yeah, overall, nothing too much on the transfer front apart from that. Bogle's staying, in my opinion. Some Rovers fans might not like it. Me personally, Bogle, I think.
Yeah, you hate it.
I was just about to say you can try and mince your words about it, but you said he's not welcome at the club, so you might as well just be fucking honest.
The reason why I said he wasn't welcome is because I feel like Bogle, for the best of his career and for the best.
Well, no, if you meant that, you'd have said I think Bogle should go, but you didn't. You chose the phrase he's not welcome at this club.
Look, in an angry tone as well.
Yeah, like I'm not going to debate it. Look, you say he's not welcome at a club. That's your opinion. I don't think I'd act like that.
I mean, the reason why he's not welcome at the club is because I think for the better of his career, he should go.
You didn't mean it like that, but okay. But anyway, any thoughts on this match?
Well, as if we're not injury-ridden enough. I think the 16-year-old Ethan Harrison could make an appearance on the bench again because we are that down to the bone. We could end up playing a back 3 of Noyle as a right centre-back, Horton as a left centre-back, and Blythe in the centre-back role. And to be fair, in the Stoke game, Ben Blythe actually looked one of the better players. So I think that Blythe is a good future prospect, and hopefully we'll give him some game time with Anderson injured, with John potentially out, with Williams not being risked in this game. So this is Blythe's opportunity now in the league to make a name for himself. So there's a real opportunity here to utilise the back 3, match up with them. I think the system will probably play as the 3-4-3, what Gareth Southgate uses. But again, we'll see what happens, what kind of way we play the 3-4-3, if it is the 3-4-3. If it's a 4-3-3, I'll be very surprised. But again, it's really, unless we play an under-18 centre-back with Ben Blythe, there's no other option really. So I know he's not in the squad jury, but he can be called upon to be on the bench if need be. So, don't rule anything out at this stage. But yeah, it's going to be a tough period for the squads. With us down to the bare bone, it's going to be a really tough period over these next few weeks. The Cambridge postponement was the right time. It gives us a nice 10 days to get our squad back up and running. So let's see what happens. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to predict my squad to lose or draw. I'm going to go with a win for our squad, but I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go with a comfort. I'm not going to go with. I'm not going to go with a win.
Are you actually going for a win, even though you've got about 12 players out injured?
I'm not going with a comfortable victory, but I think that.
Do you know what? I'm just going to let
you think you can win.
No, it's okay, because at the end of the day, he's never apparently going to say the truthful prediction, even if he thinks it. He's just going to lie on stream, so we'll just allow that. We'll just allow it, because at the end of the day, Doncaster Rovers have absolutely no fucking chance. I've gone for 3-0 Rotherham win, and Richie Wellens to choke Omar Bogle. He hates him. But Charlie, what about you?
Wait, just before we move on, who did looking at the comments, who did Donny get in the Champions League? Was it? Yes, sorry. But now I'm going for a 3-0 win. I think Donny are in for a really, really bad game, and if it carries on, the excuses. Be interesting to see what he says after the game actually, but I think they're not going to be able to handle man like Freddie Ladapo and Michael Smith up front. I think they're gonna, I think they're gonna get absolutely battered.
Depends if Michael Smith gets sold before the game.
Why would he get sold?
Because the phone calls could be ringing off the hook for Rotherham, apparently.
Well, anyway, just before he goes, he's going to give Donny a nice parting gift. So I'm going to say, 3-0 as well to Rotherham. And it could be more, depending on what team you play, if it's like under 18s.
Prime. The reason I say this is because in our first weekend, when Argyle had Rotherham, I actually was fair and honest and said, look, at best we'll get a 2-2 draw. But look, I'm happy to be honest on stream and not be an absolute muppet and continue to live in cloud nine and think my team will always win, because we're in the reality of football. I mean, I bet you I'm not predicting us to beat Sheffield Wednesday because they look bloody good. But look, as I say, you're more welcome to give your own prediction, obviously, but I just don't understand this whole myth of I can never predict my team to lose or any of that, because I just think that's complete and utter crap in my personal opinion.
I just want to be one of the people that gives the fans confidence, and I want to give us some optimism.
Really, gives the fans confidence. What, by saying
things are negative enough? Things are negative enough. I want to be positive this time and give something positive rather than it all be negative for Rovers at the moment on and off the field.
Yeah, but you scored, right? You scored 1 goal all season. You've got like 12. Yeah, so far in like 6 or 7 games in all competitions.
Once Buckner, Taylor and Hawula come back, that'll be bigger than 1.
It won't be. It really won't be, because you'll be looking for another manager by the time they come back.
Wellings wants a long-term home. I don't think he's going anywhere no matter what happens. He's not going anywhere.
Are you sure about that? Because the clubs. Wait, listen, mate. Since he's been a manager. Since he's been a manager, he's had one good season at Swindon where they won the league. Apart from that, he's done shocking in management. Fair play. But yeah, what is your positive score prediction anyway, Aaron? I'd love to find out.
Like I said, the club's stance and the manager's stance is no matter what happens, he's not going anywhere. If we get relegated, he's not going anywhere.
Really?
I'm not lying. He wants a long-term home, and he loves the club too much to go away. He wants to keep his love with the club, so he's not going anywhere no matter what happens.
All you need to do, right, is get a red hat, get a white and red scarf, put some headphones in, and you are literally the League One tie. Literally. Honestly.
I'm not lying.
I've never heard so much madness in all my life.
Prime actually makes a very good point here. You're a fan channel, a voice for the fans. Your fan channel, a voice for the fans. I'm assuming your fans are pissed off your club is underperforming.
Most of them are, yes. And I'm trying to be the positive voice that keeps us going.
No, it's just more like delusion. But anyway, what's your score prediction?
Anyway, now, what I'm saying is, I'm not lying. I'm just being brutally honest. You said he's not going anywhere.
Well, no, right, I thought you were on about your score prediction, because you are lying for what you're predicting.
No, Wellens not going anywhere. It's not happening. For this game, I'm not saying it's comfortable. I'm not going to lie.
No, Aaron, I don't care if you think it's comfortable or not. The fact that you're about to predict Doncaster to win this shows that you don't care really on giving a truthful answer. So, what is your score prediction?
Well, see, I'm really contemplating this now.
And so you should be. Your team has scored 1 goal. You have 1 point, and you're about to face Rotherham. I don't understand it. Even when Argyle faced Rotherham, I wasn't on cloud cuckoo land and went, we got to be tight win, we go win 1-0. I was upfront and honest and said we might scrape a 2-2 draw. But even then I wasn't overly confident by it. I was like, we might just scrape a 2-2 draw. But look, we're clearly different.
Yeah, I know. But on the flip side, it's still only 5 games into the season, so I don't want to risk it too soon. And plus, if you're on a losing streak, a win will come from anywhere if you don't expect it. So,
exactly.
The bookies think Rotherham's going to smash us. We could prove people wrong on the upset on the one-off day. So
let me know when he's given the prediction. I'm going for that.
So I'm going to go for.
Just a quick. Before you do say that, Max has just made a comment. I'm Lee Judges and Niall is Dan Potts.
No, he's DT.
He's making a prediction. Can he hear you or what?
I think he's just napping, dreaming of Plymouth being in the Premier League and then waking up. It's never going to happen. I'm going for.
Oh no!
I'm going for.
Says that he's currently 23rd in the league. But are you going to hurry up? Are you going to hurry up, or I'm just going to put you down for a Rotherham win here?
I'm going for Rotherham 1, Doncaster Rovers 1. I'm going for it.
Oh, fucking hell, he's actually gone.
God, after all of that, he said a draw.
I can't see anything more than a point on the basis. We've got a very thin squad. Rotherham look good. I think we're going to get a point only, I think.
He's actually... Do you know what?
After all of that,
one thing I will say is I will never predict my team to drop all the points. I will predict our team to get at least a 1 point.
No one's ever fucking asked you to predict, well, unless you're bottom of the league.
Unless we've got 5 players.
Wait, look at that comment. Prime.
Unless we've got 5 players fit and we're against Sheffield Wednesday. Unless we've got like 5 or 6 players fit and we're facing Sheffield Wednesday and have to play a bunch of under 18. Then we'll
that comment is class, mate.
Charlie and Shailene. But
look in the brackets. Look in the brackets.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Rotherham look better. We're thin on injuries. Let's just try and make the best out of it and try and grab a point.
All of that for a draw.
I can't believe that, Aaron. After all of that, bigging Donny up, bigging yourself up, bigging Wellens up, you said 1-1.
I was going to say 1-0 win, but I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to be realistic now and think Rotherham will get something out of us. So I'm going to go for a point.
Fair play. And you never know as well, because it is a derby, so there could be an upset.
If we end up winning this, I swear to fucking God.
Mate, if we end up winning, you're going to have a crown, you're going to have a sheet, you're going to have everything. You're going to have a scarf on, your hat on.
I will come on, if we win on Saturday, I'm coming in this stream with my luxury dressing gown robe, and I will come on and I will look like a fucking prince.
Yeah, just... Aaron is literally the description of a proper waffler.
I am more waffling than Joe Weller's podcast.
Onto a different game before I completely lose my will to live.
Come on, I predicted a point.
I'm gonna need antidepressants after this stream. Fucking hell. Or alcohol, one of the two. But Ipswich versus AFC Wimbledon should be Ipswich have started this season absolutely horrifically.
There is no debate in this. There's no
AFC Wimbledon.
I'm making my prediction right now, 1-1.
Right.
Sorry, said 1-1.
In fact, no, fuck that. 2-1 Wimbledon. I think Wimbledon's winning it.
Right. Right. As I said, Ipswich have started this season really poorly. AFC Wimbledon, as far as I understand, haven't been too shabby. Luke McCormick obviously playing for AFC Wimbledon as well. So that could be quite interesting. Surely at some point it's got to turn around for Ipswich, hasn't it, Charlie?
Yeah, I mean, Ipswich, and they still haven't got a win yet, have they? Because even last week they bottled it. Wimbledon are coming on some good form, to be fair.
Wimbledon look good.
Unbeaten in their, I think, last 3 or 4 games. I know they beat Northampton 1-0, kept a clean sheet. Northampton has started well also. But I do think this is the game, and especially it's quite funny because obviously McCormick scored against Wimbledon scored against Ipswich last year when he played for Rovers, and Pigott, I don't think he still hasn't scored yet, and he's meant to be up there for being Golden Boot winner or whatever. So it does make out for an interesting game. I do think Ipswich will finally get a win, and I just think Wimbledon. I think they have been good. They've been solid, but I think this is the game where Ipswich will win. I'm going to say a 3-1 Ipswich win with Pigott to get 2 goals against his old club and McCormick to score.
Did you say 2-1 to Ipswich?
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going for a 1-1 draw. Believe it or not, both teams have actually got 2 draws each, so it does sort of
hit the picture.
It does suggest that, but no, I mean Ipswich at some point will come good. I'm absolutely sure of it. They've got a class team. It's at some point it's got to come. come for them. But I don't know if AFC Wimbledon, they're certainly no pushovers. Now you don't think before coming on stream with Aaron, you're a brave man. Yes, I need to reconsider.
I've just finished work.
No, I don't think you need to drink. Niall, are AFC Wimbledon any good these days? They're not too bad. I don't mind them.
I hope Luke McCormick absolutely smashes Arsenal. I really do.
I'm fucking praying.
I can't wait for that.
Just to rectify my prediction, 2-1 win for AFC Wimbledon for me. I think Ipswich just don't look good at the moment. I think that Luke McCormick's got that quality in him. He definitely showed that against us. I think that AFC Wimbledon, fucking hell. I think AFC Wimbledon will I can't believe I'm saying this, beat Ipswich 2-1. I think Ipswich don't look good. And I think Paul Cook, not Richie Wellens, Paul Cook is out the door.
Could be soon.
Paul, guarantee. Mark my words. Paul Cook will be sacked before Richie Wellens. Mark my words. You can stop dreaming about Plymouth's Premier League journey now.
I'm just trying to. I've lost for words. But for this next game, Pompey, who are currently third in the league, facing 9th place Wigan Athletic at DW Stadium. It should be an interesting game. Now, Wigan, as far as I'm aware, have signed two. Have they been playing for them? This is the question I want to ask myself. Because
who is it? What the Portsmouth players?
No. 2 Wigan players. Let me just look at their last lineups.
Oh my god,
they have.
Now, worry about Wigan. They've offered Jack Wilshere a job.
So
Wigan's chairman has offered Jack Wilshere a job.
A job?
So, yeah, I presume as boot cleaner.
No. The chairman of League One side Wigan Athletic, according to the Athletic, has offered Jack Wilshere the opportunity to play for the club.
What the fuck?
That's
in the scenes, man. Jack Wilshere.
Wigan are playing Keelan Watts. I can't wait for him to come.
Some Donny fans think that we'll sign him. Fucking hell.
I really cannot wait for him to come back to the club because he was absolutely shite. I'm just checking if I'm just working out if they've been playing players consistently. Wigan, take me 2 seconds.
It's so weird when you see Donny fans saying to Jack Wilshere, he signed for us, but Wigan's willing to pay the money.
Yeah, also, don't forget, this is the return for Jack Whitemore. Jack Whitemore going back to Pompey. Will facing Pompey for the first time.
Corey Evans is there as well. I was going to say Corey Evans. No, Corey Evans is Blackburn.
Sunderland.
Sunderland, yeah, that's the one.
Oh dear God! Yes, it should be an interesting game in my opinion. I've gone for Pompey win though. I'm going 1-0 Pompey. Wilshere should go on pay-as-you-play deal. Also tell NHS give him a free vaccine for every game he plays.
Some of our players are refusing the vaccine.
Do you know what? Doncaster Rovers. Do you know what? Your club is a joke.
And that's the free press that said that. That's the main source from the club as well.
Yeah, well, you've got a bully as the manager.
Even Premier League players, though. Even Premier League players, a lot of them have only had one. They still haven't had their second vaccine yet.
To be fair, if it doesn't surprise me, I'm surprised Wellens hasn't walked up with 3 vaccines and gone, fucking take one now, you cunt, before he's punched him in the face because he's a bully.
Yeah.
Shall I look at your tweet yesterday or whenever about him?
I'm guessing that's about the rebuild of look, what I said.
There ain't no rebuild, mate. It's a fucking decrease. You're going down, mate. Wellens is an absolute clown.
I'm giving him this season. I'm giving him this next couple of seasons to see what he does.
Are you seriously like?
He's not going anywhere. The club aren't going to sack him. I'm giving him this 2 or 3 years to rebuild. Well, we will suffer the repercussions of whatever it takes to get back up to where we want to be. If we go relegated, we get relegated. It's as simple as that.
What on a rebuild season?
As long as we're back up to where we belong in the future, then relegate. If we have to get relegated to go forwards into the Championship in a few years, then so be it.
Have you lost the plot? Have you lost the plot? Seriously?
If we need to be relegated to rethink our strategy to get into the Championship, then yes, we'll have to do that.
Do you know what? Honestly, I've never seen anyone like it.
I'm being realistic.
Saying a couple of weeks ago, you was like, oh yeah, Donny are going to get in the playoffs. And now you're like, oh yeah, if we need to take a step down in a rebuild season,
it's because of the season
to get relegated. Then
it's because when the season started, before the season started, I wanted to be optimistic. When the season started and went through these first few games, I'm looking at the situation and look at the clubs ahead of us as well, the big clubs that have come down as well over the years. And I thought, right, you know what? We may not have the quality to compete at the top level of League One. If we can stay up or if we go down, as long as we rethink our strategy, if we stay up or go down, no matter what, if we rethink next season and we think only way is up, then maybe we have to take a few steps backwards before we go upwards.
One thing, trust me, you don't want to get
trust the process, Charlie. Trust the process.
You don't want to get relegated. You don't want to get relegated because that will Donny will be in big shit. They haven't got enough money as it is, let alone if you go down, mate. Our budget, Rovers, went from 1.9 million in League One to 1.2, and plus all the other stuff. Because by the sounds of it, you said and other fans have said your owner is an absolute knob, and you really don't want to get because you could be in deep shit.
That are saying that
you'd be in deep shit. And you're saying it's a good thing that if you go down, well, good luck then. Let's see what happens.
I won't lie this season. There are a few fans that were on the side of the board that are like, I'm 50-50 at the moment. And that's fair enough. They're entitled to their opinion. But in my opinion, I'm giving this rebuild a chance over the next 2-3 years to see what happens. If we are in League 2 and it hasn't come off, fair play. I'll hold my hands.
A rebuild doesn't last that long, by the way.
I know, but fair enough. If it goes tits up, I'll apologise. I'll be humble and I'll eat a slice of humble pie and I'll say, you know what? I was wrong. I was in the wrong. I apologise. But I'm giving this chance. I'm giving it a chance.
I've never heard anything like it in all my life, honestly.
I'm giving it a chance.
Honestly. Anyway, Niall, what are you predicting for Wigan?
I said 1-0 Pompey. What about you? I'm just busy making something at the moment. It shouldn't take me too long.
Oh God.
I can't wait to see this. It's just gonna be like it's gonna be like Ty. It's gonna be like Ty with Aaron's face on it. But
this is probably going to be a picture of Steve Evans.
I'm gonna go with I think Wigan will win again. And I think they'll keep. Actually, no. I think it'd be 2-1 Wigan. I think they're on good form. If Pompey struggle to beat a Donny team that have been on poor form, then I don't think they'll beat Wigan. But who knows? It is Pompey after all, and it depends if other players, because Ronan Curtis, there's still talk of him leaving and stuff like that. So 2-1 Wigan.
I'm gonna go. See, this is a tough one because Wigan have been on a decent run of form. Pompey were on a brilliant run of form. Then we took points off them, and it is difficult to tell if a team's going to go back up to a win straight away, or if that or that sort of loss of complete wins against someone, even someone as shit as us at the minute. You never know what that could happen. Maybe Portsmouth go on a bit of a losing streak now, so you can never tell what's going to happen. So I'm going to go with another draw. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw, and we'll see what happens.
2-2.
I think that's a fair result. We're going to go goal scorers. Pompey don't want to lose their unbeaten run. I think it'll be even Stevens, like the Disney show.
So next we're doing Sunderland versus Wickham, as I am not doing Morecambe for another fucking time. That club just
Who predicted to do that Aaron, out of their 5 fixtures?
Aaron, Charlie, talk to me about Sunderland Wickham.
Do not call me Aaron.
About Sunderland Wickham. I'm so sorry, bro. I apologise profusely.
The Bristol Rovers tie.
I don't think you're in any position to say that.
Jesus Christ. This game is really tough because Wickham are doing well. really good at the back, can keep a clean sheet. Sunderland are just one of those teams, like all the Sunderland fans will be like, yeah, it's Wickham. Sunderland fans, I mean, to be fair, they got a good win against Blackpool the other night. I don't know, it's really tough. I'm going to go for I think Wickham now to grind a game out. I'm going to go 2-1 Wickham. And maybe Hanlon to get a goal on his debut.
Wickham. So you're saying 2-1 Wickham?
Yeah.
So 2-1. What about you, Aaron?
Sunderland's got some quality in this team, but again, it's just I think Wickham don't give up. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 Wickham victory. I think they'll turn it around and Sunderland will break themselves down defensively and be the masters of their own downfall.
Man, I had a feeling you was going to copy my result.
Did you say 2-1 Wickham as well?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
No, it's fine anyway. It's fine. It's all right.
What did Niall go with?
I haven't given mine.
You ain't given us yet.
Let's see if we go for the hat trick or whether we disagree.
Yeah, go on. Let's go 3-2-1s.
Let's see what happens in the Monday show.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
Of course he is.
2-2. Well, I can't gain any points if I just copy you. So
if you get it right, you are gaining points.
Well. But on to League Two. And the first game that we're covering is Bristol Rovers versus Barrow. What could possibly go wrong?
Barrow winning 3-0.
Well, yeah, so it's a big game after last week's shambles. Hopefully, we can take advantage of Barrow having quite a thin squad and only played the other night against Villa. It's tough though because we look so. I think there'll be a lot of because obviously you know with like all this the Fan Hub app and stuff where you predict the team. Like Rovers is the most fucking unreal. You don't know because especially after last week's battering. But we need to get back on track because I said if we lose our next 2 games, I want him gone. And we've got a run of 3 games: Barrow away, Crawley Town at home, who are doing really poor, and Hartlepool away, who are, to be fair, doing all right. But it's tough. I think only because they played Villa the other night with a pretty strong team and they've got a thin squad because of injury. I think we'll sneak a 2-1 win, but I don't care how we win. But I'm going for a 2-1 Rovers win.
Oh, fair enough. Charlie, Aaron.
Don't tell us apart again.
No, it's only because I'm busy making a work of art.
I can't wait to see this on the screen.
Yeah.
Like Steve Evans with Aaron's face on it.
Yeah, work of art. In otherwise, my fucking torture. I think you know what?
Because it's Rovers, Kenny. That's why we lost 4-1 to a team who hadn't scored a goal because it's Rovers.
Thanks for the chant, Indiana. I think.
Fuck off, Indiana.
You know what? Bristol Rovers have just sold Hanlon to Wickham. All they have on the strike force is one aging player and an aging Leon Clark on trial. I don't have confidence.
We've got Harvey Saunders and Collins.
Yeah. I don't have Bristol Rovers confidence scoring in this game, even against Barrow.
Nicholson, Finley, Thomas.
But no, I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
That's fair enough. I mean, it'd be decent to stop the 1 game battering losing streak, but I mean, a point is.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I think Barrow's got that little something to get something. Makes a lot of sense, but
they've got a little something to get a little something. Yeah.
Dream a little dream of me.
What about you, Noel? Do you think Barrow have a little something to get a little something against the Mighty Rovers?
Listen, I'm just digging my hole deeper today.
Nah, mate. No. I've got Rovers to win 2-1.
Oh yes. Pray to the Lord.
If I predict this right, I swear to fucking God.
Yeah, you probably will.
Actually, I need to. So I'm just, as I say, I am
working. True, Indiana. That is true, Indiana.
I am working on a piece of art.
In other words, the trauma of my life.
Right, that will do.
Oh, but yeah, Indiana is right. That 3-foot wall right there.
Yeah.
In the, I think that's the away end as well. I can't go tomorrow, but I did really want to go. But
Niall, don't put it up until after the League Two scores.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Next up is Lincoln. It's as I say, I'm busy. You've got Leyton Orient versus Bradford. Charlie, talk us through this one.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's one of the better games. Obviously, Orient did start well, but they've had. They had a draw against Carlisle, and then they lost 2-0. I was surprised at that. Harrogate beat them in midweek, 2-0. And obviously Bradford doing really well. I think they're second in the league. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Bradford win. I think Andy Cook's just on fire and so Bradford. Yeah.
Fair. What about you, Aaron?
I can't rule Orient out. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
2-2.
Fucking Indiana.
Yeah,
because he meant the Barrow Stadium as well, not this one.
So, Charlie, what did you put it down as?
2-0 to the mighty Derek Adams FC going up brigade.
2-0. I agree with that. And what did you say, Aaron?
2-2.
2-2.
But I think Andy Cook will score for Bradford. I think Leyton Orient will just...
He's on fire, mate. Feed the beast and he will score.
We need a striker like that at the moment, but we can't afford it.
You definitely do, mate. You definitely do. Not no wonder kid from Turkey who has never scored a professional goal.
Problem is with Andy Cook, we can't afford him.
Yeah, and he wouldn't go to Donny anyway.
Next up is Salford versus Newport County. Charlie, talk us through this one. I mean, you are the League Two one, so you should know.
Yeah.
That might not be the only one at the end of the season.
Well, yeah, you could be. Hopefully,
it's going to be great.
Yeah, hopefully we can go up, and then you can be the new League Two team. But no, it's going to be another interesting game. Salford doing really poor, lost last week. Newport had a good away win in the league, but obviously, if people don't know, they got absolutely minced on. Yesterday against Southampton. I still can't believe that. Southampton's weak team put 8 past Newport. I couldn't believe it. So I think because of that, I know Newport have done all right in the league so far. They are doing well, but I think just because... Oh, here it is. My days. Here he is. Richie Wellers. I told you he's a clown. I said it earlier, and Niall agreed.
I was half expecting that to be me, or it was going to be my face on Ty's headphones.
Yeah, I literally... That's quality, though. I mean, he's got a bit... he is looking a bit like... He is looking a bit like the bloke from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just cutting people's faces off and sticking it on. But no, it's good. I do like that.
It's like a social experiment from fucking Leatherface.
Yeah.
So Salford versus Newport. We'll keep this up for a little while, I think. We'll go to an audio only podcast for a second. But Charlie, Salford Newport. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I do think, like I said, Newport after that battering. I know they've been doing well in the league. They've already can edge games out. They've already got 2-0 wins this season. But I do think Salford, surely they have to win. Knowing me and knowing Salford, they'll probably bottle it again. But I will say I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Salford.
Brave. 2-0. What about you, Aaron?
I'm going 2-0 Newport.
2-0 Newport.
Yeah, the thing is though, if Newport wouldn't have got, I know they played a Premier League team, but if they didn't get battered like 8-0, I would have said a Newport win, but I just think their confidence will be hit after that.
Yeah,
no, I think Salford just aren't good anyway. So I think Newport will just put that aside.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1 to Salford. That is my prediction. Now, next up, obviously the people on the screen can only see Richie Wellens. Is Scunthorpe versus Tranmere. Now, for me, Tranmere have had a really poor start to the season, but so has Scunthorpe. So, Charlie, what's your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, that's why I put it in there. I think it was sort of, you got Tranmere underperforming and then Scunthorpe not really doing much. Well, they're doing awful as well, but I'm tempted to go for my first 0-0 prediction, but I think Tranmere will just have enough. I'm going to say 1-0 Tranmere.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going 1-0 Tranmere as well. What about you, Aaron?
I'm actually going to go with my 0-0 prediction.
0-0? Not a mad shout. Not a mad shout. Now, for the last game, and look, Richie can just stay there.
Yeah, Richie can go now. His face is making me sick.
Thank you. Richie will prove in May, well, in the next couple of years at least, that he is not a clown. He's a decent guy.
Right, that's back up then.
We'll prove it next season when he's in League 2, mate. So don't worry about that.
All Aaron had to do was just not say anything about Richie Wellens, but he couldn't. Well, look, if you like defending bullies, that's sound by me. It's not my style.
What makes you so confident, quickly? What makes you so confident that he'll do well and Donny will do well with Wellens? Delusion.
No, the reason why I have confidence in him is because I think he's not only a former player and knows what it takes to win in the championship, win at this level.
But that doesn't make any difference, though. You've seen other managers. Look at Barton, mate. Barton's done well in his
career. He's a fan of the club as well. He's a fan of the club as well, like all of us.
So was Frank Lampard, but he didn't do a good job.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference if you know the club or if you're a fan of the club. Like, it works out one in 10 chance.
Plus, it was the fans' choice. So if fans start calling Froome to go a few games into the season, then that's the fans' fault because they called Froome to go in the first place. They wanted him in the first place.
Doncaster fans, have you heard this? Aaron Chandler is blaming you for Richie Wellens failing this season. Blaming you.
Failing.
Yeah, you are. You just said the fans wanted him.
Absolutely disgraceful.
No, what I'm saying is
blaming the fans. He's blaming the fans.
Hang on.
You just said it, Aaron. You can't contradict yourself again and go back 2 minutes.
I'm not contradicting it. I'm agreeing with Aaron.
I sort of hope you don't go to the keep mode now.
Fans can't end up saying Wellens out if they were the ones that wanted him. I wanted him. I'm not saying him to go because he'll stay.
This is brilliant.
I'm saying to fans, don't call for Wellens to go because you wanted him like I did.
This is utterly brilliant. But anyway, Swindon Mansfield.
This has been another mad show. Can I just say?
Well, we're still on, so it would be classed as on record, I think. But I'm done. But Swindon Mansfield, Charlie, what's your score prediction, mate?
Yeah, I mean, Mansfield have been on pretty decent form. Obviously, they haven't won in the last 2, though. They did lose to Bradford in the big game last week at home 3-2. They did draw with Colchester the game before. Swindon, though, on the other hand, and it looks like Donny should have got Ben Garner instead by the looks of it, because the bold magician League 2 Pep himself, Ben Garner, has had a good start. They're not really conceded much. I think they've they're doing well. Beat Salford last week, another clean sheet for Swindon. But I just think Mansfield, I think they'll have too much quality. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Mansfield.
Oh, 2-1 Mansfield. I am going for a 1-1 draw. What about you, Aaron?
I'm going for a 2-0 Swindon victory.
2-0 Swindon.
Why didn't you want Ben Garner then, if you're so positive with Garner and Swindon?
I think Swindon will batter Mansfield, but I preferred Wellens over Garner anyway.
Yeah, of course you do.
Wellens is a clown. Wellens is a clown. Na 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 na. Wellens is a bully. Wellens is a bully. We're gonna get that chant going round at home, but actually, I need to speak to Pieface.
My God. I
need to speak to Pieface. We need to get Wellens as a bully. We need to get that chant going.
I swear to God, if you're coming to the Keepmoat Stadium, we need to be meeting up before the match. Is
Richie Wellens going to be there? Because if he is, I'll bring security. I don't want to get bullied.
I think it was no. I think it was.
I think your fans are going to want you out, so you might not even be there.
I mean, your fans might be backing me on this one. They might be like, "We want Niall in."
I think it was only the Portsmouth game where he came onto that little stage and spoke to the fans before the match. So I think you won't have to see Wellens until he's in the stadium.
That's okay then, because
Wellens will be gone by then anyway. So
he might bully me. He might bully me.
Probably.
I need to get Wellens as a bully going round, especially at home park. Imagine if I could get. Imagine
the creativity of your chants. It's going to be quite interesting to hear and film.
Imagine if we could get 14,000 Argyle fans singing Richie Wellens as a bully.
We're only taking just over 1,000.
Oh, mate, you'll be lucky if you take 2 fans to Argyle at home park.
No. Last time we took about 1,500 to 2,000. We're expected to take just over 1,000 this time.
To home park?
No, to Rotherham.
I was just about to fucking say, you definitely didn't take that.
No. This is literally.
Are you going on your big day out, Aaron? Are you going? Are you going in your biggest game of the season?
He's not allowed. The fans don't want him there.
The fans have got banners out. Aaron out.
I don't get paid from work until end of September, so that's when I get my first pay, so I can't afford it.
That's fair. But look, we're going to wrap it up there because I've got the Liverpool show on mine in like 12 minutes. So, so make sure you check me out there. I'm on Let's Talk Premier League. Charlie, where can they find you?
Yeah, One Rovers Vlogs on YouTube, about 200-ish away from 3K, and also One Rovers Vlogs on Twitter as well.
Perfect. And what about you, Aaron?
Do I feel safe sharing my social media?
Don't worry. I will tell you. Forever Football RUFC on YouTube.
Yes, that is definitely my name. Look for me on there and abuse me the fuck out of me if you want to. Now you know what, fuck it, I'll be brave. Twitter, Aaron_Challoner, Snapchat, Coach_Chal19, Instagram at Aaron Challoner Official, TikTok at Aaron Challoner, YouTube, Coaster Chal, and Forever Football DRSC. Bounce the fuck out of me if you want. We'll end up winning at some point anyway. Fuck off.
Why?
I'm gonna love it.
Right. Why? I'm going through some of these banners. Why is that there?
Oh my God! Here we go. Then
that must have been from the late show last night. Do you remember? I'm pretty sure that was from like a couple of months ago when it was. I think it was like Yan City and.
We did a
late show last night. The late show last night, and there was a comment about how Velvet Swan and Kenny do the reverse cowgirl.
No. That was on my channel. It wouldn't be on here.
Oh yeah.
I think it was when Prime was talking about his OnlyFans, and it was like Indiana, Yan City, and all that. Beth, it was hilarious.
For anyone interested, apparently reverse cowgirl is Indiana's favorite. So just go. Indiana's so gonna go for me in the chat now.
He's gonna be livid, mate. He's gonna be waiting out for this.
But we're gonna wrap it up there, guys, and reverse cowgirl. We'll be back again on Monday. If Indiana hasn't gone a reverse cowgirl on us, that's just too funny. That is too funny. But yes, we'll be back then. But until then, thanks for watching, guys. And
Rovers!
Oh, the gas, dummy down.